Alright, and welcome back to the channel, everybody, and I hope you're doing fine. So since yesterday we can finally play the Stillwater Bayou again, and today I'm gonna show you most of the changes that came with the map. Maybe I missed something, honestly, but I'm gonna show you the big changes that will actually impact your gameplay, and we're gonna discuss them. So first we're gonna go through all the compounds that changed, and then afterwards I would actually like to talk a little bit about what else I would like to see for an update for the Stillwater Bayou map. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's get started with Blanchett Graves. Just look at this. North of the main building, we have now this door entry. It's something that is always open, so it's not something you can barricade. You still have the vaulting window, but an extra entry. Line of sight is a little bit tricky, but that makes it more exciting. Then maybe I'm just stupid, but it seems like these things here are a little bit further away from the wall. But I might be wrong with that one. And then we have this right here. We have more beautiful foliage. What? Great. Well, this is what happens when you... Oh, sure, yeah. Okay, nice. Well, great. Son of a gun. Okay, let's try this again. So we have now here the Graves area, so a little bit more north, and just amazing. We have now all these little extra graves, trees. This was very barren and very open before the patch, and now it feels like we can have some really good fights. I mean, just look at this. I love it. This was sometimes a very difficult area to do some PvP, and I hope it will be way more enjoyable now. Okay, so Blanchett, honestly, it's a nice rework, especially the grave area. There were a lot of open spaces, right? It made it a little bit difficult to reach, for example, from the grave boss lair going east to the waterfront. So that is nice, and just from a visual point of view, from a flare point of view, that is definitely a thumbs up. I love the rework. Then north of the church, the extra entry point, yeah, sure, why not? Because rarely people pushed through that because it includes the window wall that is a little bit tricky, and honestly, that is really nice. Next, Lockbay. Lockbay didn't get a lot of changes. For example, the northern window right here, I think that was already like this before the patch. Maybe pre 2.0 we had some glass in here and some window shutters. I actually can't remember. But when we go this side here, we need to go to the south side really quick. First of all, a little bit more quiet, thank you. We have the southern window here. This is new. There was a workbench before, I think. And we can vault out and go on these roofs. That is nice because we were never able to go here before. It's loud as hell. So doing some sneaky ambushes is rather difficult. Well, we have Surefoot during the event, but... yeah, this window is a little bit bouncy here, but you can vault in, and surprisingly, you do not take a lot of fall damage. So with the Lockbay rework, it's nice. I think the northern window got a little bit changed, so it's easier to go in there, so it's always open. I don't remember, actually. I think pre 2.0, maybe there was still glass and you had to break that first to get in. I'm not 100% sure. It doesn't matter, though. Entry now, north side, super easy. The window south, though, I like it. You can peek out. That is cool. But vaulting out there is crazy because you're super exposed. And it's very loud when you are on these roofs. You can probably catch people at the beginning a little bit off guard because most of the people will not know about this. But the risk reward will be a little bit crazy there. However, to do some nice rotations, Lockbay is a super chaotic compound, and now they give me a little bit more options to rotate. Even though they're crazy, as long as you're fast, I think it will be alright. So yeah, that is pretty cool. Pitching Crematorium. So this is a southeast ramp. They have now these pillars here where you have more cover. It's not much, but it's better than nothing. So pushing from this angle might be a little bit easier. I don't know. Then we have the eastern ramp. This is the eastern entry point. According to the patch notes that got tweaked, I don't really see it, if I'm honest with you. If they tweaked something, then it was nothing too important. Let's have a look at the southern stairs, and honestly, this is the toughest area to actually push the boss lair, and that is unchanged. That was kind of wild that didn't get any changes, but okay. And then we have the west side, so maybe in the patch notes they swap west and east. No big deal, because if you go up here, no roof. I mean, there's some extra dirt here, but they can get rid of that very quickly. I don't know why they got rid of the roof, but yeah, sure. Not the biggest change. It's not really helping with pushing the boss there, though. But yeah, interesting choice. So with pitching Crematorium, honestly, I'm slightly disappointed. So the cover for the southeast ramp, yeah, okay, it's not a lot, but there is at least something. I'm still disappointed with the ramp south when you go a little bit closer to the main boss lair. That is still a death trap, because sometimes the audio is effed and you don't hear it when people are downstairs, so sometimes people wait there. And if you get caught in that ramp, you're basically dead, because there's no way for you to go left or right, and once they peek around the corner while you're going down, you're gonna eat a bullet. So yeah. The changes west, I don't know. The patch notes said that something east got changed. I checked east if something got tweaked there. It was just a minor thing, or maybe I didn't see it. West though, they got rid of the roof from the elevator, and I don't really understand why that was necessary. That is not making the push to the basement any easier, right? Am I missing here something? So for pitching, that change is okay. Honestly, I wish to see a bit more, because pitching is really not fun most of the time. The northern entry seems to be unchanged. That is okay. I have the biggest issue probably with the southern ramp, but you have now a lot of access points, or like it's the same amount, right? The southeast one now is a little bit easier, so maybe we're gonna see more PvP over there. And then Reynard Mill and Lumber, probably one of my favorite changes on the map. You have now these stairs, so it's connecting now the two floors, which is nice for attacking, but also for defending. Because very often you had people upstairs, and which is a nuisance. You can now go up there and defend or just take care of them. And we have this window here. Now I don't know why there is still the barricaded door now. Because we have this big ass window. Yeah. So I love these changes, honestly. Especially that you can now go to the upper floor. That was something that always annoyed me. You're kind of trapped down there, and when people are above and nobody moves, you have no engagements and you have a stalemate. It's not the biggest issue, honestly, but I enjoy it. So most likely people will now defend Mill and Lumber from the top level from this building and not from the boss lair itself. You kind of have to, because when you defend in the boss lair and you have people upstairs, they can now push a little bit too easily. So you have to set up camp upstairs and then defend and have a good time. The window is crazy big, honestly. Very often when I was in that compound and I looked that way, I was like, dang it, I forgot to close the door. Yeah, I don't know what's the point now of the barricaded door though, because you have no the window. But okay, it's an extra vault or an extra jump. Maybe it will matter, so be careful with that now. Otherwise, I think we have one more compound, so let's check that out. Okay, Stillwater Bend, honestly, it didn't get a lot of changes. Most of it is just the fence right here in front of me. Now we have this. I think there was already like this before, but this area is now open. And in the back, I think they got rid of the gate here. I mean, you still have this vaulting point, the other gate, the regular fence. I think this is old and this is new. It helps a little bit. So Stillwater Bend is an interesting one, because they only changed the fence part. Right, so I think they broke up the west side a little bit. The interesting part is more the east side of this cornfield, because now you can actually go from the cornfield to the compound a little bit more easier. Otherwise, you always have to go through the crouch hole or run all the way around. So it's nice for pushing, might be nice for escaping too. You don't have to jump over the hay bales anymore. It's a minor change. I like the changes. Okay, there's not much to talk about Stillwater Bend. Now let's go to the chapter. It's an overall chapter where I give feedback about the map, how it feels like, and then what I would like to see to improve in the future. Okay, so overall I have to say, keep in mind that I only played it now for one day, and there's probably more. I definitely missed something there, maybe a secret ladder at Lockbay or something like that. Now, the changes are great. I didn't expect too much, honestly. I tried to manage my expectations because we're only working, at least that's what they said, for 4 to 5 weeks to update the map to fit the engine, right? I think the whole swamp looks great right now. Let's have a look at a few clips. Now the overall map feeling improved a lot. A forest looks way more like a forest right now. You have every now and then a leaf falling from the trees, which is a nice cute little detail. Threw me off a little bit at the beginning. Visually a huge improvement. I think the moss on the trees is new as well. All the open areas I think look way better than before. Way more details. You have all these algae and whatnot. And I think they added a couple more islands. Yeah, just look at this. For the whole vibe, this is just amazing. They also added some new ambient sound. Some of it I need to get used to, but overall they did an amazing job. Right here you can check out the bark on these trees. I'm a little bit stressed right here because, well, I have the bounty token and I need to record this on the live server. So yeah, quick look here. Looks amazing. Let's go. Like the whole map has improved visuals, right? Just look at this. This is just another example. Just explore the whole map. There is so much. Final chapter, what would I like to see to change in the future? Honestly, I'm a little bit disappointed with pitching Crematorium. That will still be kind of annoying. If you don't have a shotgun or something for close range, this will be tough. But hey, then maybe you need to bring something with a quartermaster loadout. The only thing that I'm actually disappointed in is Stillwater Bend. Stillwater Basement, you have the elevator going down, which is basically a death trap, and then you have the 2 ramps. Oh, dude, I expected more. I was really hoping they would like... Okay, that might now be a little bit extreme. Another entry point or something like that. Stillwater Bend, the basement is not great. So this is the thing that I personally would like to change. Because everything else, for example, Cypress Hut, right? I think they added more islands and more foliage, more cover and stuff like that in the open. It doesn't feel that bad anymore. I really enjoy the map. That was great. So a little bit more pitching, tweaking, especially do tweaks that matter, not removing roofs from the elevator. And then Stillwater Bend. That would be crazy nice to see changes for that one. Otherwise, amazing job, loving it, can't wait to play more. I hope you'll enjoy it too. Let me know in the comment section what kind of changes you would like to see, so maybe I can include that in a future video. And with that, let's roll the outro. And that's it for today. The video is maybe a little bit rushed because my grandma needs a little bit of help and I don't like releasing important videos Friday and Saturday, right? Not the best days for uploading, but you know who's doing a good job at giving me the best days? These people right here, my patrons. Thank you very much for supporting me over on Patreon. As always, you guys are amazing. Thank you for watching. Really enjoying the Stillwater Bayou again, and I hope I can get some good clips in the future. I see you in the next one. Until then, have a good day and bye-bye.